It's a pretty free puck game for first pick in it.
Darkseer.
Darkseer again.
Uh-oh, Mizu Doxy. That's scary. Mizu is quite the Darkseer player since his transition to the offlane and through the closed qualifiers as well. He was making play after play on this hero, so scary for Execration.
5 seconds remaining.
So what do they
Radiant
need?
team ban.
A 5. They need a...
Or 4.
You want the clock in the Darkseer lane, right?
Yeah. But you could also pick another 4 that's melee.
Dire team ban.
What else fills the role? They just got rid of the toss there, so... Tree...
Another silence. Doom.
I like the Earth Spirit.
10
You didn't like the Doom 4?
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, we could do the Dawnbreaker. Let's go.
Yes, Dawnbreaker.
I'm a big fan of Axe 4, to be honest.
For Dawnbreaker? Well, I don't even know what an Ags does. Ags do.
Axe.
Ags. She doesn't have
Axe. Not eggs.
What do you... Oh, okay. Like, what's going on? I'm like, hang on, I swear this hero doesn't have Ags. That's why I don't know it.
Axe.
You keep saying it. I get you. I get you.
There's no team in Axe.
5 seconds remaining.
What are the bands looking like right now? So they're worried about the Palos hero. Jug and Lifesteal are taken care of. What are some of the other... Can they go... They can kind of go for a ranged hero here, right? Like Drow. Because you got a melee 5 and you outrange the Luna. Could you
10 seconds
Terrorblade?
remaining.
Although Terrorblade versus Darkseer illusions as the game goes on.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
All right.
You did
I
bring
did
up-
say CM Luna
Yeah.
as well.
Yes,
They're
you
picking
did.
everything I'm telling them. Stop listening to the cast, man. Jesus. Okay, so what hero do they want?
10 seconds
Drow
remaining.
TV sounds okay. The lane could be a bit hard though.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, the lineup is just pretty solid. Like, every carry hates something of their lineup, whether it's Darkseer or getting puck coiled. I think AM right here. Let's go.
We're seeing Darkseer a lot, and whenever you see Darkseer, like, it feels like AM instantly it has to come to mind. But just goes to show this hero right now is just it's not at the stage where people are putting priority on him. We've seen sometimes the Medusa's answers previously. We called it a couple times yesterday. Could it be possibility?
Yeah, Dusa is still good. Yeah. Dusa, Drow, Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage would be pretty good.
Carry Abaddon. Go for another range.
That is so ugly.
So what does the other ranged heroes that you were suggesting differentiate between the Gyrocopter now?
That they're like an actual frontliner for you. Gyrocopter can do that when he gets like his BKB, but Medusa would have been really good because you can actually just stand there, and I guess it's good against Darkseer because the wall illusion isn't really that good. But the lane could potentially be quite dangerous. Like a bad in Gyrocopter if you get caught in the cogs. What the hell is that clockwork cosmetic?
Haven't you seen that one?
10 seconds
No.
remaining.
Oh, that's been around for a bit now.
It's a brain.
Yeah, it's a
5
brain, dude.
seconds remaining.
What about the Broodmother one? That's super ugly brood set. Just got
That
some
looks pretty disgusting, yeah.
lymph nodes on the back.
What a gyro drill.
It
It reminds me of one of these Chucky movies, man.
Duh, that's true. Often do you like pairing up the Gyrocopter with a 5 that can be a little bit more aggressive in the lane, or?
Yeah, not in the bad and generally.
Yeah, this
More like a tree end or something like that.
is just a lane where Abaddon enables you to really sustain through a lot of the damage.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
You don't like it.
All the eggs in the lion basket to catch puck. Don't like it. Not a single bit.
Are we feeling Galaxy Racer?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah, I'm feeling Galaxy Racer. I just gotta have the viewers want to hear you say they want to hear you put your mark on one team. They want to know who you reckon's gonna take it.
Well, I kind of did say that though. I did say Execration's draft is pretty. Well, he has like an hourglass on his back.
Are you missing these cosmetics? Where have you been?
Dude, I don't buy stuff.
Yeah, but you play Dota. You see everyone with these cosmetics. That's a
No, I
horrific
don't.
brood set.
Prepare for battle.
That is actually disgusting. You are afraid of spiders?
Yes,
Come down to Australia,
But
man.
only-
See some nasty spiders here.
but only of like real looking spiders. Like Brood looks very fake.
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
Like, did you ever play Bloodborne?
No.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
Yes.
The little hill you go up where these massive spiders are?
No.
Yes, of course you did. It's
Ah.
vanilla.
I'm kind of playing through it right now. But I potentially haven't got into that stage.
Or it's like level 40 or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, not yet. We're
And I think it was
37.
Alliance.
30
Well, I can't
seconds
quite
to
remember.
battle.
But that was horrifying, dude. I actually had to lock out right there.
Imagine getting scared of a spider in a game. That's oof.
What is that? What is that? Tell me more.
No, nothing, Black. I don't want to anger
Like,
you.
if you had seen what happened to me with spiders IRL, you would know.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to play around
Like,
with
I was put
your
in a
triggers.
cage of spiders when I was like 12,
the
dude,
battle
and I had to
begins.
fight myself out of it.
You have to eat every spider to get out of the cage. Understandable.
No,
That's
I didn't eat them
why not.
because I didn't really follow my diet back then. Nowadays, if I need more protein, I do it.
Just down a spider seed, daddy long legs. Somewhere you're like, oh, protein. Got to hit those goals. You
Yeah.
honestly, you got to do what you got to do. Gym rats, they can go kind of crazy.
Yeah, chugging some raw eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't do that at home. It's
No,
not good
Not
for you.
fun.
Also, a risk of salmonella, of course.
Yes.
But
Yes,
not for me because I am a god gamer.
you're a
I have
boss.
certain perks. Yeah.
How do we feel about this mid matchup with the Conker versus the Puck? Is the low armor on the Puck something to be worried about? Oh, okay.
First blood.
I say
Now
Doxia
that's
died.
how it's done, kids.
How did he die?
Well, he got rocketed
Yes.
and right clicked.
Yep. Beautifully
Pretty
done.
painful. But yeah, mid lane, it depends on how many
Step lively now.
type wingers you can dodge with phase shift. Puck is gonna be alright, and he's gonna be level 6, and he's gonna rotate. The usual stuff.
Is Conker one of those heroes that are able to kind of mimic the rotations of a Puck, or just the mobility on Alacrity makes it a lot easier?
Step lively now.
Conker's definitely here that can do it. You're just gonna be fast, because if you TP in late, there's a chance that with your level 1 X mark, you're not gonna catch anybody and just waste your time.
BDZ. He's gonna fall up top here with a couple more right clicks, although Self popped and Inurjin wanted that last right click, but he's still got the vision through this big
Die with
chunk of a tree.
honor.
Do you like this tree there? I've still never understood why there's this just gigantic tree where the old side shop was.
Why are you a tree hater?
Dude, it just does not look in place at all. It's so out of place. Like, what is that?
Well, it's not the only thing in Dota though that's out of place.
It's, yeah, I don't know why it's there.
Look at Roshan, he's out of place.
Roshan? He is in the right place. What do you mean? He's at his home.
Yeah, but he's just tiny. His home is way bigger than him. He should grow.
Just double in size as the game goes on.
He should actually have Tiny's ult on Roshan.
What, every 10 minutes?
Every minute. Let's go.
Every minute. Just a slow buff up of
Rumana
size.
is
Yeah, look at all
Man
this
fighting, but
damage. Round of
we
the
have one
Nova.
nice.
What is that range on the Nova? Polo as well. If they don't get this kill fast enough in your dream, you can turn it around. Not enough mana here for another beam, but man, all this magical damage, the Brood is not able to lane into it at the moment.
Burn around, bright eyes.
A prize.
What?
Oh, Lion versus Legendary. You do not know any classic songs or anything, dude.
No.
Where have you been
I'm-
your entire life?
I'm 21. What do you mean? And we live in opposite sides of the world. Our music, it's
It's
naturally,
literally English music, bro,
it
not
does not,
German.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It
I mean, you're actually living on the moon. It's insane.
Dude, that's a
Do
crazy.
some catch-up work, dude.
Some catch-up work.
Yeah, on like everything that you missed in life.
I'm
Like,
cultured.
don't act like you're much younger than me, dude. You're 7 years younger. There's no difference.
7 years,
Your admiral is
bro.
on
You
board.
freaking boomer.
So, still fitter than you.
Just wait. We'll have a lift off
What, tomorrow?
tomorrow. Give me a year.
What do you mean? You know I'm not gonna stop, right?
I'm jump on a couple cycles.
And then? I'm a god gamer.
Yeah.
I told you about my special perks. One of my perks is, when in trouble, quintuple your physical abilities.
Brady Potato needs some help. His physical
No, he doesn't.
abilities
He's
right
fine.
now not looking
It's
too good.
fine. It's
He's got-
8 legs.
14 last hits. That's not fine to me. He keeps his life, but
You have a
he is getting
gratitude.
bodied in this lane.
Well, he wants level 6 only. Then he's gonna be happy. His life reached him back. Yep. Very balanced mechanic. 40 HP per hit.
RR
Dire's
is
bottom tower is under
not sure what he's doing here. It's not a bounty timing. Maybe trying to drop a ward down if he had one. I think he actually blocked the ancients there with the sentry, so trying to do whatever he can, and
Okay.
hell, it's just interesting. What is the skill build that you've been preferring on the gyrocopter lately? Because I've been seeing sometimes the maxed out flak cannon with like one pointing missile and a lot of stats.
Yeah, I think I'm a flacker as well.
Yeah.
It's just very simple to just flak every wave, deal a lot of damage to both heroes, and then just get some pulls going. The new flak cannon is actually bonkers.
It's
Again,
crazy.
It's the old one again.
Didn't they even buff it up as well? A little bit?
No. No. Level 4 has 2 seconds less cooldown, I believe, but that's it.
Buffed up. Buff's gonna TP down. But
Without
again,
boots.
Brady Potato up top though, that's another big issue. He can turn with the insatiable hunger, but they can kite him
One more
till the
beam?
cooldowns come back up.
Your admiral is on board.
Beam's available.
That's what I mean though, like Bob rotated without boots, so 1 X mark, he didn't find anything. And now Puck is having the time of his life.
He's just gonna shove the lane in so no one's getting
Radiant's
2
middle
range
tower
creeps, 2
is under
melees, a
attack.
lot of gold and a lot of experience going to absolutely no one right now across the map. I mean, they see Bob, they know he TP'd down bot, so if they dive at this top side of the map here,
Oil!
there will be no rotations with the coil dropped. Maybe didn't need that one for BDZ, but they'll drop the ultimate. Why not? Doesn't have the longest cooldown.
Sure, sure. Cool down.
It's a solid start here for Galaxy Racer. That was a net worth lead for them. All their lanes have gone incredibly well.
Brood is really poor. Close to 6 though, so we should see her game get a lot better.
Hopefully gonna start seeing Bob start to rotate up top, which she is doing so at the moment. Luna tried to disrupt the combination the last timing for that X drag back with the boat, but just was not able to keep his fellow support alive there. And they're also going to try and take some stacks away.
Admiral is on board.
In your dream, I believe he does not have a ward nearby, but he's aware of this happening, and they're going to bring the numbers right now as the nighttime vision actually coming into play here.
Yeah, again, a couple of good neutral items. Witchblade queued up for Puck, of course. Gyrocopter is free farming pretty hard. The max Black Cannon, and he can snowball out of control as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he stacks for Gyro at the moment. They block the Ancients, so there will be no stacking at the moment here. And what about Dire actually at their Ancients yet? None as well. Top though, again, well, playing around with Raging Potato, I like to see this. I mean, the Broodmother is now probably the one of, or if the strongest hero right now at this stage in the game, even though he had a very bad start. You know, there's not many heroes that are able to play against him early with the Spiderling, so even kind of enabling that even more with the Conquer. But Alacrity can come on over, and well, maybe he's not the strongest so far. He still doesn't have the tankiness and the utility to be able to keep his life through the magic damage. Puck's already level 8, so that burst is starting to rack up.
Yeah, Puck had a really, really good game. Still a lot of Conquer stack as well. He's 800 net ahead of the Conquer, actually. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, we've seen...
Not
I mean, that rotation double bot, like you said, really cost Bob, it felt like. It was just a interesting TP with no boots. He wasted, what, like a minute 30, if that?
Yeah, you gotta be very careful how you play these early game rotations. Can really set your early game back. They should be getting the tier 1 top tower relatively soon, though. So that's good news for them. How's Luna doing? Alright, it's going Dragonlance into Mask of Madness, actually. Building both the small ones again.
No points in the Eclipse just yet. Maxed out farming build pretty much for her. Did go 3 points beam for the lane. Now after that, they still finally starting to stack up the Ancients, but Polu, oh, actually just in time for this. So they're going to double at least of the Ancients now for Luna. Unfortunately, have they got all their neutral items? They have, yeah. So no Morbid Mask for In Your Dream. Oh, sorry, the Possess.
Yeah. I still think my token idea should be implemented soon.
The token idea?
Yeah.
Oh,
instead of a neutral item, you get a neutral item token.
Yeah. Can you recap on that for some people that may not have heard the token idea?
Okay, so the token idea is you have the same percentages at every tier to drop a neutral item token rather than a neutral item, and then with that token your team can redeem an item of their choice. That takes out the randomness of it, but it still rewards having like jungle control, because you get the tokens and the enemy doesn't, of course.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Because how often did you hate Dota when you just didn't get the right neutral items?
Yeah, I mean,
many times.
We've seen games now where, I mean, a late game, a carry having a flicker, even a core having a flicker, and how stupid it can be with the mobility, just an extra item slot pretty much for you. Even Spider Legs can fulfill that role. And there's just so many other items you can include in there. Palaso?
And again, Palas TPing bottom, I don't know why.
It's just
like he's actually killing himself.
Not playing around the Ancients, and Dire, they're gonna try and TP too late, but like, you have a whole triangle to farm.
Like, why does it keep happening? In every series we have watched today, this happened. This is not your place to be in.
And Palace is not a horrible carry at all. I mean, we saw what Execration can do at the major, through DPC season. But this is just, I know it's a different roster, but in particular for Palos, I mean, he's definitely been questionable positioning so far throughout the day.
Yeah, I guess it happens sometimes, but it's really costly, these deaths. Like, his net worth is, he was like 500 ahead of the Luna, now it's 500 behind the Luna. And it was just because of that one silly mistake.
And when you make a mistake like that against an opposition carry like the Luna, she's going to flash farm so incredibly fast. They are trying to smoke down
Radiant
Tour, and the
It's
skank
Luna
does
protection.
connect. Oh, they run the wrong way. And now if they continue chasing, this is too far. And Luna's also got backup now.
Yeah, in your dream did not expect that. He lucked out on that one.
I so often wonder how many times, like, in-game that happens when I'm playing. Like, how close I am to locking out or finding someone, like, in the tree line.
Gather round.
Mid
Radiant's
lane?
middle tower is under
Raging
attack.
Potato just reveals himself to 3 heroes, and Apollo's like, okay, if I got a way to lock him in top of the freezing field, then I'm gonna drop the ultimate, but this time with the hood,
Oh.
that's enough magical protection to keep his life. Mizu's still got the wall and vacuum to group them up, but they'll drop the finger of death to claim the kill on top of the Crystal Maiden. Hookshot, nice sidestep from BDZ. Luna's still nearby as well if In Your Dream wants to get involved, but it's got no points in the Eclipse. At least the beam's enough to help out with the damage, killing off the Conquer.
Silence.
Even RR back up to help out with Raging Potato. So a 1-for-1, but again, I mean, that's a core trade here. Bob going down for your CM.
Huh. Very interesting. And the Brood was actually so damn tanky.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Brood with hood, huh? But again, Brood doesn't feel very impactful at all. He has 6k net worth, sure, but it's not doing a whole lot of damage or tower pushing.
And it feels like there's a lot of heroes that can also play in the lane that Brood is going to be in. Like Alacrity can kill the spiders. CM is okay. Can CM can't really play there. I mean, you just get chased down. But if you're with the rest of the team, you see just a nuke plus a combo from someone else is enough. Alacrity, though, is getting
A lot of
chunked.
damage.
Orbs up in a couple seconds. I don't think he can draw it down to the low ground fast enough, and he's going to end up falling there. So Raging Potato
What?
getting onto the
The
board.
Baron didn't skill ult at all. What? He almost died because of it.
Hmm.
And I don't know what's happening today.
Today and yesterday has been some clowny stuff. I mean, there's 14 kills at 15 minutes in, but it doesn't feel like we have. I don't know. The action's been very weird.
Dire's middle
Joakim
tower
also
is
has
under
been
attack.
missing a lot of his hooks. I think the third one he missed.
You know what that means, though, right?
That he needs to stop worrying about missing, because then you miss everything.
Oh.
It's actually a mental game, you know, when you play these hookers.
Your admiral is on board.
It means he's just getting rid of all the misses at the moment, and then as the game goes on, he stopped missing.
That's not how it works. but
That's
sure.
how it works.
No, I hit everything all the time. Because I believe in myself.
A prize.
How much of the belief do you need for a game like Dota? Like, what does it?
Everything, man. It's all about confidence.
That's the word I was looking for. Confidence. It definitely feels like a lot of people talk about
Dire's
if they're not
structures are
confident in their
fortified.
abilities and making plays and in their team as well, but more themselves it feels.
If you're not confident, then you're not split pushing as much as you can.
Radiant's middle tower
You're
is
not
under attack.
playing to your limits at all. Like, you're just leaving so much on the table because you're scared. Like, you can't be scared in Dota.
Dire.
But of course, to be, you know, a big smoke top,
Yeah, In Your Dream's also going to connect once again. Another whiff of the hook shot. But they're all grouped up around the wall as Palace is just unable to tank through any of the damage right now. They'll trade a 1-for-1 as Puck wasn't able to jaunt away. But In Your Dream getting involved there with a great TP. And they just weren't able to kind of combat with the numbers there. Bob came over a little bit too late. BDZ couldn't link up as well on the Lion.
yeah. We see the team fight prowess of the Luna, level 2 Eclipse, a lot of damage. He's very farmed as well. Gyrocopter has no sort of magic immunity.
Step lively.
Can't tank through that.
Do you say Lion or Lion? How do you pronounce it?
Lion.
Lion? Okay. I don't know why I've always done Lion. I have no idea.
It's called Lion King, right? Not Lion King.
Yeah, I know, but I understand that. I say lion for everything else, but for some reason for this pronunciation, I say lion.
Alright.
I don't, it's, I don't know why.
Silence.
Sounds like a you problem.
Radiant's
When
bottom tower is under
when I
attack.
first started playing Dota, I would, I'd call Courier, I'd say Courier instead of Courier. My Courier's coming out.
Hey, I mean, you're also saying Abaddon.
Okay. Okay. I mean, Australian
You-
pronunciation.
I mean, you're roasting yourself. I'm not
Dire's
even
top
having to put in
tower
work.
is under attack.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Radiant's
I know.
middle
I mean,
tower is
I
under
don't say
attack.
Korea now. That's Courier. I know how to do it.
What curry?
Steph,
Spicy or
Steph Curry?
Steph Curry? Oh, that guy's a beast.
That guy is a beast. Do you know his brother?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No.
Radiant's middle tower
Damn.
is under attack.
He's kinda
Dire's
good
top
too.
tower has fallen.
I don't really watch like NBA very closely. Just like some finals here and there,
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Basketball kind of hype.
Dire's top tower
It's a
is
fast-paced
under
game. It's
attack.
fun to watch. You don't have to know too much about it, which is always
Radiant's middle
makes it
tower
easy.
Dude,
has
I
fallen.
am actually the best center ever in basketball, dude.
How tall
Like
are you?
when I'm positioned under the hoop, I'm 190.
Invisibility.
What's
When I'm positioned under the hoop, what's in the feet? Like
Is that like
6'3",
yeah?
6'4" or something.
Shh, damn, you're real tall.
But when I'm under the hoop, dude, none of these Dota players want to come near me. They know the intensity, dude.
Yeah, but you'd
You
also
gotta watch Kuroko no Basket, by the way.
Step lively now.
Yeah?
Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, it's a great basketball anime.
anime again. Shake my
When
head.
people enter my zone, the tiger zone. when they're
Tiger
done.
zone.
Yeah. Okay, get back to the game. Luna almost finished her BKB, and she's gonna be pretty much
Step lively
invulnerable
now. Your admiral
during
is
that
on board.
duration. How's electricity looking? Close-ish to the Blink Dagger, but Darkseer is mighty poor.
Yeah. Yeah, both their farms kind of slowed down here, Mizu and Darkseer. Mizu's only died once, Alacrity's died 2 times in a row though, so you see this next item progression after Witchblade is starting to hold us. Yokam's got to run into the brunt of the force here from Execration, but he's still got the hook shot. This time it's going to be the mark, jaunts away from the aggression, and now they can actually continue on forward with the early numbers advantage. They still have to be cautious. It looks like they want to try and claim the outpost for potential buybacks to rejoin if the fight continues to break out. They've got to deal with the Spiderlings, and they will be able to do so. Now, that is a lot of Raging Potatoes damage.
Radiant's bottom tower
Is
is
RR?
under attack.
Your admiral is on board.
Falling really low. This Witch's Blade. Finally, this ultimate's going to get procced here, but there's no escape for your Abaddon. Maybe they can turn it around in a choke point. And Palace is going to be careful still. They don't get the illusion connection. Eclipse getting rained down straight on top of the head of the gyrocopter. With the haste, he makes it back up on the high ground. But there's just nothing left in the tank of Execration. They used their boat previously, so no run buff. The Brood didn't want to get involved as well, and even though they missed the wall illusion, it was still a solid fight for Galaxy Racer.
At least the Gyrocopter made it out, so they can still sort of stomach that loss, but you never want to lose a team fight like that, obviously. Now Puck up with Blink Dagger, going to BKB next. Darkseer with the early Guardian Greaves. Well, early. First item Guardian Greaves. Very impactful in the team fight as well. And yeah, it just always feels like Brood is just a Brood.
There it goes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just a Brood. I very high tier analysis. I mean, that's what we're here for. Just a Brood.
Yeah. I see him using ult to farm 2 camps, why not?
You raging? You sure you want to go there? Oh, TP?
Wait, what? You guys are tipping out?
Oh,
Like, he ran the spiders in there and then he cancelled. Guess he's afraid of spiders, huh?
yeah, I guess so. Maybe he had another scary experience of being stuck in a cage of spiders.
And then he had to eat them.
I will say, Raging Potato does not look very comfortable on the Brood. I mean, he's 4-2-2. Hold that thought as Luna mid. This is a big kill. Can they chain lock him down with the burst as well? Fingers out. No BKB. Even though he's going very tanky with the items. Sanjin Yastra, Dragonlance, and an early magic immunity item. There's not enough to keep him alive there. As Execration now going to look to try and transition this into the Roshan pit.
Double damage.
Dire, how can they contest this? I mean, Flare scouted it, but without the Luna and without a lot of map control as well, they are very scared of running into this area.
Radiant's top
They're still
tower
super
is under
squishy on
attack.
those heroes. Is that one thing we could be worried about from Dire with how, they don't really have the greatest way to kind of be on the front line until, Luna gets some
Radiant's bottom tower is
really,
under attack.
hefty items? Alright. Yes, that is definitely Luna. Sorry guys, I know. He needs 2 more items, that's what I'm gonna say. I have to imagine Black's net just dropped. The classic goal. You gotta keep in mind, anyone unaware. Luckily, Black is he's back out of Romania. If anyone wasn't aware, he was stuck there for quite some months, so he's hotel quarantining it up. The hotel Wi-Fi is a bit of a yikes. Alacrity might be in trouble. Do you get vision with the last second? It's gonna make it away. All in all, though, I mean, that's a big kill that they're able to find, because Execration kind of halt the bleeding. In Your Dream was getting an immense amount of farm. But that big kill kind of slowed him down a little bit. Now, Palos, because he didn't go for this early BKB, and a lot of the magical damage that Galaxy Racer had, he could have died maybe a couple times through these fights, but now the Aegis gives you kind of an extra life to play with, and because of his greedy build and not going BKB, it's more enabled now with this. I mean, you do have an Abaddon, I guess, so
Your admiral is on board.
you can go for a little bit more of a greedy play, but it's really reliant on, RR's positioning and if he's going to be nearby. I think we are still minus,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
my good sir. This is a nice thing though, like Abaddon against, we're going to lead in Palos. This time,
Radiant's bottom
chucking the
tower
cogs,
is
but that's an
under attack.
incredible boat combination. They all have to split away for the ghost ship clapping on the backline here as Yokam. He'll fall. Mizu's going to join him as well. And now Bob's in the midst of it all, but he's got a BKB. And now they can just run down Polisan all of a sudden. Execration. It has to be Black. That's why they're winning now. As soon as he goes Execration, take a solid fight. And no casualties for them as well. I mean, they tried to start, but you see what's happening. The sustain can come through. When you got the run buff out, when you've got the Aphotic Shield, he's even got a Holy Locket as well. So, yeah, these heals, if you don't really burst the heroes down and get into a stage where they've... the execution as well from Galaxy Racer hasn't been there previously in these fights. So this is a bit worrying. A swing in their favor. What's that? Probably about a 5,000, probably 6,000 swing now with the lead at 3k for Execration. So you do have In Your Dream farming up pretty nicely. We'll see how this one looks to fare here.
Lively now. Your
Still trying to
admiral is on board.
get Black on the line as well. Shot that one out. Then the amount of spiders they've given up is a hefty amount.
Dude, I'm on time, man.
What's good,
Dire's
Black? How we
bottom
doing?
tower is under attack. Dire's structures
My
are
laptop just
fortified.
shut down. And apparently Dota's uninstalled now. What happened, man?
Alright, let me share my screen. That's so funny.
Radiant's top tower
Have you
is
got it?
under
Have you got the
attack.
feed?
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
am
attack.
downloading it now on hotel Wi-Fi. That's pretty pog.
How long is it
Radiant
gonna take?
structures are fortified.
I'm not talking about it.
Silence.
Dude, that's crazy. Imagine your laptop shutting down and
Radiant's top
at the same
tower
time
is under
uninstalling
attack.
Dota.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
it's a
is
sign,
fallen.
dude.
Radiant
Can you see the
structures
stream
are
on
fortified.
Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, here we go. So you've missed a lot. Execration, they've got
Radiant's top tower
Aegis
is
and
under
they
attack.
want a big team fight. They're walking up high
Dire's
ground.
middle
And
tower
also
is under
Mizu,
attack.
his TP got cancelled, but they're not going to lock him outside the base here.
So the Luna ended up getting killed, huh?
In Your Dream got picked off, which led them into Roche. I can't remember if you were still there for that. But after
Oh.
that, then it was a combination of, I think, Darkseer, CM, and maybe Clock or Puck.
Yeah, it's rough. The carry gets picked off just before
Radiant's
Roche
top
attempt.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's...
Huh.
I mean, they're now in a situation where it's a 5,000 net worth lead. Palace is still... Actually, Aegis is about to tick out here. for Execration, but they've got an immense amount of work done with this. And you brought up earlier that Mizu's really struggling on this Darkseid. I was kind of singing his praises through the draft. His KDA is looking okay, but his just farm is really, really behind right now.
Yeah, it's just the blue one that's strong. Even Alacrity is struggling as well. And I mean, Galaxy Race just overall this game didn't look like they're playing the A game. Lots of missed hooks, like some questionable coils as well. They'll definitely have to step it up if they want to take back control of this game here.
Do you feel like they still have superior team fight where if fight breaks out 5v5, that's how they could come back into this game, or do they kind of need to go to split up the map and find another item timing?
Does Brood have Shard?
No.
Okay, then I think it's still like Brood Shard is
they've
actually
caught
so
Puck.
broken. Ooh,
There's no AR disc kill, and he doesn't get the BKB off once again. BDZ, you were saying there's a lot of pressure on the Lion to catch up the Puck this game, and he's doing just that so far with the Blink. 8th lens as well, and another 2 kills for Execration. Let's see what damage they can do on the map now.
Step lively now. Your admiral is.
So he went for a BKB on Puck, right?
Yes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Never had a chance to get it up, I guess. Yeah, now they're knocking on high ground again. Oh, his Jericho was taking a lot of damage though.
Alos.
What?
Okay.
Radiant's
I don't
That's tip worthy for sure.
Top as well. They get the Frostbite. I think they're lacking a bit of control, and in fact, they might be lacking a Crystal Maiden as well. Mizu with this Crimson pickup recently. Keep Polison alive there, but that is yikes. That's a big one to find.
What was that?
I have
He
no
just stood
idea.
there and died. Like, he stood in the wall for like a minute. Well, not a minute, but like 10 seconds.
Do you have to go like a 4-star from one of your supports? Yeah, it looks like Abaddon is building a force. Does Lion have to think about that now?
No, I think the Jericho just needs to walk out instead of staying there for 10 seconds.
Just not be a doofus and get caught.
Pretty much.
Step lively.
Do you see a couple
Your
ags getting
admiral
picked
is
up
on
for
board.
Execration? One was on Raging Potato, so he's got the extra movement speed and web count, and the Conker went for, what do you call it earlier?
Dyer's top
Some of them
tower
are
is under
pools.
attack.
Water pools.
What a park.
Water park, that's the one.
Yeah.
Brood's in trouble. He's coiled up. He's gonna try and snap the coil. Sets
Not
up the
bad,
TP
though, following.
rotations, and this freezing field is enough to find it.
Dyer's
The barracks
top
taking
barracks
too
are
much
under
damage.
attack.
No, it looks like it's doing okay. Meanwhile, Yokem does get brought down. So Execration, I mean, they weren't able to bring their numbers over to try and protect the Brood Mother, but I mean, they get the kill at least. It's still, I mean, this Brood is really farmed, 1600 net worth. So giving that over for just a clockwork kill still doesn't feel too worth it.
Yeah, certainly. Also now Darkseid, because of the kill, getting his Blink Dagger, so the team fight is going to be quite a bit stronger. I can't believe Gyrocopter is not going BKB. That is very odd.
Yeah, they've got an immense amount of magic damage on Galaxy Racer. Is he just
5
falling?
heroes.
Is he falling into the trap of we have an Abaddon, we got a kind of a Conker, Greaves as well? Like I've got a little bit of protection. Let's just go a bit more greedy with the itemization.
I mean, maybe. It's just... If you actually get a BKB, you're just like pretty much immortal. Like a lot of players are actually really reluctant when it comes to picking up BKBs. I'm not sure why. It's still an amazing item.
How much do you think their probability would go up? So their win percentage if they just buy BKBs in a lot of their games?
A lot. You know, I coach quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just not buying BKB.
How
I'm like,
frustrating do you get when you see
Why
that?
don't you buy BKB? And he's like,
It heals.
oh
like
yeah, I
a
guess I should do
salty
that. I'm
air.
like, yeah, of course you should.
And then they don't do it
Like
again.
they even know they
Step
should, they just
lively
don't do it.
now. Your
Because they're
admiral is on board.
greedy little
Poops.
bugs.
I like poops better, not bugs.
No. Poops is too offensive.
Too offensive. This tidal wave could be interesting
Step
here
lively
for
now.
Conker.
Your
Seeing
admiral
kind
is
of
on
the implementation of this throughout the kind of past month or so. You a fan of the ag shot on Kunkka?
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's bugged. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it
Step
doesn't.
lively now. Your
It's
admiral is on
pretty
board.
inconsistent, at least when I used it.
Galaxy Racer, who can they find? Starting the fight on RR. I mean, if you can take him down without committing too heavily, it might be nice. And without him able to reset after the ultimate, the boat, that's a beautiful combo with a choke point. Mizu stunned up, Polo already a BKB on the Crystal Maiden. He's just eating through all the abilities at the moment. And the Alacrity's caught out the gyrocopter in the backline.
BKB
Palace with
gyro.
the BKB, it's just getting ripped apart. You see them dish out everything on Palos, and he's going to pay the price there. It's just the difference. Dire, they've got BKBs, Radiant, they don't have BKBs, and they can't take fights.
Yeah, I am. Alice has to be kicking himself for not buying BKB.
Has he switched up the... No, he's got to commit now.
I mean, he still doesn't have to commit. He's so close. Like, after this fight, you gotta realize that you need a BKB, no?
Yeah. Is that kind of costly of the Abaddon's positioning as well with where he is? Like, it's... I feel like he's...
And you can't go down to the Baron. There's like silence in the game. There's a clockwork in the game.
Yeah.
It's so hard for a Baron to position himself with that tiny shield range to actually get it on top of him.
Is under attack.
And even if he does, the magic damage is still there. Like, I feel like CM even could solo kill a gyrocopter right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Polo, level 16. You know, potentially could go for the more than likely that freezing field damage. We'll see. A second Roche going the game of Galaxy Racer. Alacrity, he'll pick up the Aghanim Shard in your dream with the Ages. I believe Puck has the cheese as well. Do you like them giving the Shard over to the Puck? It looks like Luna and Darksea already have theirs.
Shot quite a bit. The true side aspect of it is very good against Glimmer Capes.
Oh, I forgot that it reveals wards as well. What the? That's so crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's a really good shard.
Do you feel like it's a little bit underutilized here?
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
I mean, a lot of shots. Like, people is, you know, they don't want to invest their money. They want to get it from the second Roche.
Yep.
But yeah, Palos, please queue up a BKB. Or now you do it, but it might be a little late.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I
have...
can't believe you committed to that.
Radiant's top tower.
He had like 3.5k gold, and he committed to the Satanic.
I mean, he's going to have to come back. He will not have enough time to farm up this item before they push, because Luna just got a big spike. 25. Satanic picked up along with a 30% lifesteal. Raging Potato is
Luna's
going to
only problem now is the attack speed. She doesn't really have much, but yeah, Raging Potato is pushing top.
Just the nuisance. Oh, there's no backdoor protection right now. Bot's getting pushed in as well, so just a free range rocks and a lot of damage on the melee as well once he can tick him through. He's even
You got a
got
crystal, you got to ult that.
backdoor protection's up
backdoor
now.
protection.
Oh, but they caught him out. Brood will snap the coil. The rest of the team are collapsing. Yoken with the follow-up. They just need the stun lock. It's going to push him further away, but it's not going to matter. With the heavy commitment that Dire had to try and shut down this pesky bug, they will do so for 80 seconds now.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
He got the full set of barracks, though.
Yeah, they really just ignored the spiderlings. I don't know why CM didn't just freezing field them. I think it was very necessary.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Did he get tier 3 too? He got a tier 3 too. What is going on? How much gold that he...
Spiders with the talent are insane.
Now Palace has got 1,600 gold.
Radiant's middle tower
Like, I mean, he's
is
still a
under attack.
while away, but he did just complete the Satanic, so if they can somehow stall this out for a while...
I think they should be losing a side here. Unless they're all coming back.
See how In Your Dream can start.
Not so safe.
They don't really have this
eh?
defensive factor like Radiant do with the Abaddon. Try and drag him back with the Tidal Wave. Dropping the Finger of Death as well, but Mizu, Crimson Guard's out. In Your Dream is healthy. And now with all the stuns, finds a 3 connection with the Raining Rift drag back as well. They've got a couple of the Gyrocopter illusions, so Palace is going to be careful. A buyback from Brood. Ready Potato looking to get involved here, but the targeting's up with the Luna. A 4-star, back to safety. It's not enough. They'll deal with the first life. Gyro, respectable health pool as well. Let's see how they can turn this one back around. Is In Your Dream BKB charging up the ultimate. He's just going to look for a TP out. He will be successful with the protection of the magic immunity. Yokam also has the same fate. So Galaxy Racer, they force the buyback there from the Brood, and you trade the Aegis and the Crystal Maiden kill.
They kind of just bulldozed in there. Like, they didn't really commit at the same time they did, you know what I mean? Like, it was like super half-assed because Luna didn't use Eclipse or BKB in that initiation. Maybe they could have even killed the Gyrocopter if she did. But the rest of the team committed everything they had. And then it was just super split the fight. Like, you can't be team fighting like this. Especially not against the BKB that's Gyro, but soon he will have it, and then all that magic damage that you have is just... How do you kill him through that? I still don't know. Like, even now, I don't think they have the damage to do it.
Boom, there it goes.
Is there a stage where maybe their next item might be enough? Like, when does it get to a stage where they might be able to?
He's building this the Skadi, which will mitigate some of the life leech for Satanic, but
Boom, there it
it's not really a whole lot of damage. Maybe if Puck gets some more items.
Micro your spiders.
No, they're dead.
They're gone.
I'm sending the rest of them there too.
At least there's a DD from Palos. Any bottles? Any bottles? Any bottles? No bottles. How valuable is having like a bottle still at this stage in the game just for that DD or an arcane for someone?
with flair.
Yeah, a DD Luna would be very nice.
Radiant smoked up. Palos DD. Half duration left. Flicker as well. Could come in handy. See how the Dispel is going to play out here. Smoke pops. Where's the hook shot? They found the Brood, but I believe she's got the Aeon Dixon up with the Rainer Rift Coil once again with the wall drop. They're targeting up the Gyrocopter. They've got the Illusion down with the fresh BKB completed. Palos, is he going to be able to lifesteal enough? In Your Dream is taking minimal amount of damage, and Palos is getting shredded. Galaxy Racer. It's a triple for In Your Dream. Raging Potato is going to try and zone them away so they can slow down this push, but oh my lord, what a disastrous fight.
Agent Abaddon, contract completed. Rootmother might be in a little bit of trouble here. Nah, she's gonna run away. Did you see what happened? So Abaddon had ult on, right?
Yeah.
And he stood right next to the Gyrocopter, and all the bounces went back to the Gyro. Literally everything. Like he basically killed his Gyrocopter there. Damn, man, what an agent.
Bob as
That's
well.
a good paycheck right there.
Oh, Bob just went for a TP instead of BKBing before.
I really hope it was a misclick, because as you might know, Luna beam cooldown is 2.5 seconds.
It's so stupid. Why is it 2.5 seconds?
And why is it stun for 1.2 seconds?
Oh, In Your Dream level 27. Gyro did zero damage in that fight.
Yeah, and then he got killed
Yep.
by his own teammate. Dude's bad, man.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Team, what are you
attack.
doing? Why are you getting me killed like that? You're supposed to...
Abaddon, what are you doing?
You're supposed to be my
I would be like,
utility.
what are you doing, man?
Any port in a
Go away
storm.
from me! I'm healing you, I'm healing you.
Middle tower is falling.
I'm helping, I swear I'm helping.
Lively
Watch the
now.
replay
Your
back, I
admiral is
helped.
on board.
Well, let's see how they can target down In Your Dream. Nice tidal wave drag back, but instantly the BKB is going to get popped. They got to reset here on the Galaxy Racer though, with these magic
Wasted, though.
immunities on cooldown. Apollo's slowed. Can they catch out the Crystal Maiden? They can. X is out. Crystal Maiden not going to have too much of a fun time. Even dropping the finger of death there. They're like, okay, a lot of hate. I mean, it is only,
Lively now.
what is it, 40-second cooldown. 5 charges now for your Lion.
Yeah, health going up.
It's got Force too. Okay. Speaking about the 4 staffs earlier, Abaddon, yeah, Abaddon's got 1. Bunch of utility. Lion now has his own. Has a Broodmother looking to progress after the Aeon Disc, looking for a... Oh, they smoked under a ward. That's no bueno.
Classic.
Step lively now.
Don't
Your
deward the high
admiral is on
ground.
board.
Can they group up on Dire on a choke point? What are they
Radiant
missing?
are scanning.
Just the CM. Puck's a little bit low on mana as well.
Silence.
Mizu's also pretty close to 25. What talent do you think he wants to go for this game?
I hope it's parallel wall.
You big fan of this wall. You haven't been liking the AoE surge.
Yeah, I mean, you just have this. I don't know how you can pass up a quadruple wall with the refresher that you're building anyways.
Yep.
It's like so good. It's just the entire screen basically is non-accessible.
Step lively now.
I mean, even having like an Abaddon illusion, you know, it's very impactful.
Yeah,
Like you get all the slow, the silence, exactly. Does Kunkka have any aura item?
No.
Step lively now. Your
okay.
admiral is on board.
That's not really like super impactful, but still, like it's 100% slow through BKB. It's good.
Yeah, Bob's farm has definitely fallen off here. I mean, he's actually the lowest core in the net worth, and in fact, Mizu's even taken over him, who was very much struggling. Rage Potato is far from the team, but AO Disc can get out of the cogs with ease, but that is your AO Disc on cooldown for quite some time. Roshan's up though, so both teams recognizing the importance of this Roshan. This could tell the story of this game, depending on who's able to take it.
Or it could be 6 walls with the refresher shard.
Oh boy. And they see Radiant inside the base. They see Bob. They just saw BDZ. They should know there's zero congestion.
I can't believe they're giving it up for free.
Into the dark.
Like they must think they're like super far behind, which is not even necessarily true.
Do it with flair.
Lacritty's got the shot at the moment.
Rapid fire, incoming, with a Daedalus as
This'll
well.
come in handy.
It's a lot of damage.
Oh, he actually went for it. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he went for the Daedalus. You gotta go for that.
I still thought the other talent was still bonkers.
It is, but rapid fire can just solo kill some heroes.
Alright. I hope the Abaddon has buyback, and you know, quite in fact he does not, so he's just going to try and waste as much time as possible, allow the team to shove out these side lanes.
So how long is he dead for? A minute. That should be enough time to get a Rex. Maybe the Brood Mother mischance is so
Step
bonkers though.
lively now.
80%.
Your admiral is on
Crazy.
See what happens.
Why is it 80%?
Try once again with a tidal wave, but Bob
board. Marks the spot.
chucked down to half health instantly.
Yeah, I do still think they should commit for the Rex.
Your admiral is on board.
Oh, they're gonna
Yeah,
illusionist
the
cape
bounces.
as well. I mean, in your dreams at a stage where you can backpack a BKB. So farmed on this Luna. They're even just gonna use a wall early. Mizu's got refresher. Alacrity is holding the shard. That's just more of a zoning wall, as it can give a lot of space for in your dream. And now they've got to run either to the left or the right side here. Gotta be careful because Mizu can always drag Vacuum in. Yorkem, double cogs once again. All these abilities on the ground make it so difficult for Radiant to fight. The illusion stacking up and now the boats flying along with the Torrent Storm, but Conker's down. He doesn't have a buyback. Palos is trying to man fight. BKB's out, but the damage is lacking at the moment on the Gyrocopter. Zoned away from this Academ's coil, but the BKB will protect him. There's just nothing left in the tank right now. I mean, the Brood's doing nothing in these fights.
Yeah. That's unfortunately the story of Brood Mother. Whenever we see her. Not a big fan of the hero, just like a
Radiant's
Viper.
top tower
Do
is
very well in
under
the early
attack.
game. Then late game
Radiant's
is just a
structures
paper
are
play. And it
fortified.
seems like all these games are going to late game. So.
Yep. As long as you've got ways to mitigate his your control early on, because it's how the hero thrives. You just soak up so much of the map. You know, get early objectives, early Roshan, but they didn't have the greatest Roche taker in the gyro. And when you get to this stage, when the enemy team has so many ways to deal with the spiderlings, like he did give over an immense amount of gold.
Blessings upon a loyal
Yeah.
warrior.
Now the game is possibly beyond recovery. Not sure where you go from here.
Regeneration.
This is where you get the RNG DD out, and you win games.
Silicon Bowler shot is so crazy.
How long is the duration? 6 seconds. Cooldown. Jesus. What, 3.8 downtime?
Yeah,
Could be-
8% mischance.
He's got Hex now on Raging Potato. Okay, this is where you go. Rapier on Palos, and this is what we were speaking about earlier with the neutral items. I mean, Flicker does give you one more slot to play with. He's moving 418 movement speed at the moment, 26-2 level-wise.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Are they gonna be playing defensively with that rapier or try to go for like a surprise smoke? Okay, he went for the double wall talent. Let's go.
Radiant's bottom tower
with the refresher.
has fallen.
You gotta get the Brood back and set
Lively
up,
now. Your admiral is on
because
board.
now that Galaxy Racer, like Catapult's moving in, they're all grouped, man. That's so scary to see. Mizu, look at the parallel walls, and how do you fight with all the illusions? Palos clears them off instantly thanks to the flak. They've used the boat early, so they're not gonna have the run buff for a longer drawn-out fight here, so you have to keep that in mind. Mizu, another round of the parallel wall available if he wants that refresher orb. They've revealed the rapier, so they won't have this surprise factor now. This looks like Galaxy Racer are going to think twice. The Aegis is ticking out in 10 seconds. Raging Potato, fire outside the base here. Yorikami, if he wants to overclock to try and coax push him back further.
Back so soon.
There we go. Aegis should be ticking out in a couple seconds. Palos is outside the base. BKB pop. Trying to man-fight Inner Dream at the moment. The Aegis to tick out. Inner Dream's got to reset his positioning, but now he's not right-clicking anyone. His Alacrity stuck inside. The Coil's doing a great job to lock them in, but it doesn't matter as Palos with the Rapier is ripping them apart. Execration. They survive the push as holding this last set of racks successfully.
Yeah, this gyro rapier pickup is actually really smart because they don't have the burst damage against the gyrocopter, and he's just gonna sustain himself with the BKB and Satanic. What they really need now is a rapier on the puck to be able to kill him.
Yeah, he's got that queued up. So
Yeah, makes a lot of sense because he's like really the only guy that can kill him now. Because if he's stuck in the coil, he actually can't Satanic life leech.
get these webs going, force some buybacks. Gotta keep in mind, I mean, Radiant, they do have this full set of barracks up top, so they're at least even in that regard. They should be able to make mid-even as well. But they do have buybacks, Crimson Guard used as well, but Palos can just still rip apart the objectives. And now we're even, objective-wise, and might turn into Execration's favor, actually, because they want to stick around. Pause a drop, but again, when Palos flick it out.
It's not the best wall positioning, though. Usually you want to, like, cut off the entrance, so Gyrocopter is kind of stuck in there and has to constantly walk through it. Be very careful or use those walls.
Brady used 2 observer wards as well inside the base. One just got dewarded, the other's still available, but that is a lot of their vision. 2 wards now gone. They should be aware that Radiant going to be pretty blind for the next couple of minutes here. We just get Ag Scepter on Luna. We got the Aghanims as well on the Crystal Maiden, so a couple of items getting picked up here fresh.
What talent did Luna go for 25?
Lifesteal.
So Axe won't be nearly as impactful, unfortunately.
He's very close to 29 and they're 50 minutes into this game. Do you think about giving him the talent? I mean, Polo and Yorikam, very, very low. Yeah, do you think about giving him the tome?
Why not? I think it's very strong. The mini stun is gonna keep the Gyrocopter basically perma-stunned if he's isolated.
See if
Still
he's...
wondering about the Swift Blink. Why did he get that? Isn't Rapier just way better? Or like MKB? Just damage?
Yeah, I guess... I'm not sure. Just wanting to jump in to the middle fight, say, hey guys, try and man fight me, but now it feels like you can't really do that versus the Gyro Rapier. Now this is a stage where Palos is actually a formidable opponent. You know, previously it was working really, really well for a Galaxy Racer through these fights. Like, Palos couldn't output the damage, but it's a little bit different now. Roche is up as well. So what do we got? Aghanim's Refresher Shard, 4th one of the game. And we are... I mean, it's a 12,000 net worth lead for Galaxy Racer. Do you feel like it's... Do you think this game feels like a 12,000 lead at the moment, or...?
Step lively now. Your
I mean, at
admiral
this
is on
point in the
board.
game, with all these items out, 12k lead is really not anything. Like, a fight can just end in seconds with the amount of damage that's coming out. If they get this Roshan and somehow get the Aghanims to abandon, though, that is gonna be... Like, it's one of the most broken axe upgrades in the entire game. Like, they will not take any damage.
Second
I
rapier
don't
of
know
the
if you've
game.
seen it, but Holy
Not
Locket
often.
plus axe that's ridiculous. What's the damage threshold in it? 525, right?
Yep.
And every 525 damage, you heal 400 damage. So they're practically not taking any damage.
He's got that miscoil heal talent too.
Yeah. Plus the Holy Locket, and then you miscall them yourself, you shield them yourself. The duration is like 9 seconds or something silly like that. It's pretty insane.
See, die up. Rapier on the puck. Buyback's gonna be costly here. In a position like this, they have a potential for the outpost control, but the Broodmother is doing a very good job at keeping these lanes in a tricky situation. You see all these spiders moving to bot. So Mizu's gonna have to deal with this wave, but it gives Radiant an opportunity to get into the pit, and Gyrocopter's bringing it down very fast. They need to scout this out, and they're gonna try here with the Luna. The
They
Puck
know.
can do so himself as well. How do you start now? Mizu's not nearby, and you really need this Darkseid. They'll jump in the dream with the BKB. Who's going to be able to pick up the Aegis? It's on the deck. No one's able to find it right now with the bow. Collapsing on top of the middle. Still finally Aegis picked up on your camp, and now with a parallel wall. Deep inside the Roshan pit. Gyrocopter not dead just yet. He's able to pop the refresher. Mizu, another round of the wall. But Gyrocopter is sieging them. They're looking to reset. He's backed off.
Oh, he's chasing him. Oh, can't quite reach him.
What a chaotic fight.
How did Gyro get out of there? Must have been a lot of force deaths.
Incoming!
I could not see anything going on. Late game Dota is just, there's so many AoE abilities, like what the heck?
Yeah, it really just feels like a different game at times.
Yeah.
And Jokam was the one who took the Aegis, huh?
Yes, he does not have it anymore. I'm trying to see... Shards on RR. I don't see any cheeses. I think that was used. Anything that
Who got the
pixel?
scepter?
Yeah, I'm trying to work. Abaddon? Abaddon.
Ooh,
Are
Uh-oh.
scanning.
actually the best person to get it on. And it's a refresher shot as well. Yeah, this Gyrocopter's not dying in fights anymore.
Money changes.
Do you want to see, like, RR... Does he need, like, a blink just to make sure Palos doesn't die and he can, like, blink in fight and pop ulti? Or is BKB the
What
right
do you mean?
choice?
It's 1200 AoE. It's actually 1200 AoE.
That is nuts, actually. You want your cam?
Are fortified.
Well, doesn't matter. 9 seconds old. What do you want to do about it?
3 missiles. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
And it's up.
Palos is now inside the base. Yokem, nice overclocking. Back to safety. Gotta be cautious how far you want to move out, because Bob's still down for another 13 seconds. The Alacrity's got the jump. The Rapier is getting melted at the moment. He's got to be careful. Does he have a way to dip out? He does. Another round of the orbs up. The Co's now been expired. And Polo's actually got to blink in. The communication not there at the moment. They need the protection for the Gyrocopter. Palos without the BKB, but still the Satanic, and they turn. Galaxy Racer don't heavily commit with the puck, and now they've caught up the Luna as well. Parallel wall getting dropped. Everyone with the illusion. But there's no extra follow-up, and Luna's gonna fall. They don't get lucky with the flicker, but it's not gonna matter. The silence is out, along with the Hex. Darkseid is soon to drop. They're probably gonna have to force some of the buybacks here, as CM's already using her own.
Yeah, look at the damage. Gyrocopter's doing everything, basically.
They stick it around for Bob. They got Hook, they do. Even overclocking as well.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Silence.
What do you feel like are going wrong in these fights for Galaxy Racer? Because
I
It's
just don't
just-
think they can fight anymore, to be honest. Like, they're bad and he does too much. Did you see the Gyrocopter? He didn't lose any health.
Yeah.
The entire time it was full. They went at him with Puck Coil. Luna was right-clicking him. As I said, every 525 damage, he heals for over 400. You have a shield on top of that. Like this axe upgrade on a Baden is actually game winning.
A big fight for Radiant, being able to steal
I return from the land beyond.
3 out of the 4 components of the roast drop, and
Dire's bottom
they have to
tower
deal with
has
the
fallen.
broodlings. Just able to take these barracks. You got a Crimson, not gonna matter. How can you kill the Gyrocopter? You're starting up pellets, but he's got a flick off Mizu. Great vac. Parallel war in the choke point here. They're gonna rain down the Eclipse as well. Palace getting stunned up with the BKB coil getting popped here. So it's not right clicking anyone at the moment, but a hefty buyback coming through from In Your Dream. They need to get more out of this, but what will they get? It looks like it's just RR. As the rest of Radiant, they completely get out of dodge, and now you've got a massive, massive win condition. You kill the Luna, and this game's probably over.
Behold.
I think we just
Dire's
saw it
middle
there.
tower is under
Perfect
attack.
display. Gyrocopter did not take damage despite a rapier puck hitting him. It is such a crazy axe upgrade. I'm surprised we're not seeing like any experimentation with like offlane and Badens just going for this, to be honest. Because there's nothing you can do about it. As soon as that ult is activated, it's there. For what, 8 seconds or 9 seconds?
Yeah, 9 with Scepter.
Yeah. Crazy. 1200 AoE, what do you do?
And he's got the 50% cooldown reduction as well.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
So it's down to 34-second cooldown. Blame the Brood. And he's going
Lagging,
Refresher
but-
next. Like he's
At least the Dota doesn't just uninstall randomly.
I still can. Well, what's the install on?
Like 25%.
Hotel Wi-Fi. Oh. Good old laptops just shut down, uninstall Dota.
How is that even possible? I've
I don't
never
know.
even heard of that.
I do not know.
Like I got like, it wasn't even a blue screen. Like it just said shutting down and shut down. I boot back up, Dota uninstalled.
Dope. Thanks, Dota.
How?
Alright, we are
Like, I
closing
didn't
in.
even know PCs are allowed to do that.
Yeah, I don't. I think you had a bit of a malfunction there. Malfunctioning. So what do we got? We have 60 minutes coming up shortly. Are there any tier 5 neutrals that could somehow give Galaxy Racers an opportunity?
I mean, I really don't see a way right now that can team fight. Maybe like bait out the Abaddon ult somehow and then fight. But I mean,
Players here.
it's rough.
Do you feel like then Galaxy Racer could try and play outside the base? Because they do have decent mobility. I mean, Alacrity, pretty mobile. Darkseid Surge, he could keep someone alive. He's got Blink. You can just, I guess, BKB TP out. You get that Abaddon ulti, you smoke up afterwards. Maybe if it's really causing this many issues, then you play for it. You might have to play around for this DD though.
What if Luna just gets a rapier as well, and you just deal so much damage that the Baron can out-heal it?
Yeah. I mean, he's going Refresher, so it looks like In Your Dream...
Well, I know what they need. Do they have a Shiva's Guard? They need a Shiva's Guard to mitigate the healing on the
Where's Mizu?
Gyrocopter.
He's going for
if
it.
they Skadi him,
Yeah, Mizu's going for it.
yeah. If they Skadi him and Shiva's Guard him, his heal reduction should be something like 65% or so, and then they can definitely bring him down.
Here I am, silence.
How much is
Yeah.
Skadi? 40.
Yeah, 40.
And Shiva's is 25, right?
I will check now. 25, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 65. That is the way to bring him down.
Okay. And it looks like they're aware of that as well. Shiva's getting worked on here for Darkseid, so you both must have some big-ass brains. But Radiant themselves are feeling really worried right now. They're just cruising inside the base. Either team, you take a look at the map right now, just no one is farming the jungle.
Yeah, it's a tense moment, but
Incoming.
makes you wonder why it's always happening to me.
I mean, at least it's not an arc warding game.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it plays like one.
It doesn't matter if it goes 60 minutes. He was saying Galaxy Race, you know, they can end games late, and it's looking like that's the case right now. 15 seconds away from Tier 5 neutral items. I'm not sure if MLP and John got any in the first 2 days, but this is our first one of the Pro Series.
Potentially, yeah. What are we looking for?
Where's my pension?
Fallen Sky, of course, always a classic.
Oh,
Arcane power.
the BKB, get the ward, get out. So, can you kite the gyro a little bit easier now? Wait, where do you get his movement speed from? Oh, from smoke.
And
Okay.
Asher, and a talent.
I was gonna say because he dropped the flicker, and I'm like, actually, his movement speed's gone up, but they're smoked up.
Hey, he's a pretty hefty movement speed talent as well.
Radiant are scanning.
30 at 20. They're gonna move up the high ground. They need to get set up, and in fact, they're just gonna run into Yokam. The jetpack will whizzle out, and it's gonna cost him his life there. They do use the boat for that, but he's got an arcane rune on Bob. Let's see if how long they want to stick around though.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
25 armor. What the hell?
That is a lot. They're gonna.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
There's the fallen sky. Gyro finds that. Who's he giving over
Who
to
do we
the
give that to?
fallen sky to?
Step
Bob's
lively
got it.
now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah.
Oh, this neutral item is nuts. It's so nuts.
Strongest in the game.
And I haven't been able to get outside to find many of their own. I believe just they actually have the mirror shield for Puck as well. So that's really nice versus the Lion, because Alacrity still doesn't have an Aeon Disc or Lincolns or anything like that. So to answer the instant hex, they want to control the triangle in this choke point. Palace is a bit disconnected, but is looking to rejoin the team. They need to hit neutrals.
With Seer Stone on Lion could be really game
Wait,
winning.
who's got the gem? Oh, Yokam. They found the Abaddon away from the team. He flickers forward in a pretty peculiar spot. So the ultimate getting forced out super early on. Maybe this could be the timing. You were highlighting the importance of the Abaddon ultimate here with the beams raining down. Double 4-staff RR back to safety. With the BKB popped as well from the Gyrocopter. But now they don't have the ultimate from RR. Gyrocopter, he needs the help. He's glimmered up. Stunned still. Now the Satanic going to turn, but the vac won't drop. Gyrocopter still a respectable health pool. They're raining down boats, raining down Torrent Storm. He's still maxed out health. They haven't tickled the Gyrocopter as Rapier is on the deck. The Puck's looking to buy back, but how does the Gyro survive everything? As Mizu tries to seal the Rapier, but now we've got double on the Gyro, and that should be all she wrote. Oh, maybe in your dream? In your dream? Get the Rapier, drop some items. Alacrity as well, what's going on? Buyback, he's trying to rejoin them. Gyro instantly buys the Rapier.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure in your dream might have just won in the game with that.
What? Wait, Bob's weak too? What's going on?
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. The Radiant
Step
now
lively
have
now.
mega.
Your
Mega
admiral is on
creeps.
board.
I still
They
think
lost
that's
the Rex
game.
to creeps.
They're actually going to go Roche instead. I mean, Dire don't have buybacks. They're playing it safe. I understand. Makes sense because Gyro. I mean, he did just put a hefty commitment in with that buyback.
And he died from
Yes.
full health.
Lively now.
That's
Your
crazy.
admiral is on board.
Luna ult is just
has
absolutely
fallen to
bonkers
the
with the
Radiant.
axe and the 25 talent. It is so stupid. You get perma stunned and just like, how many beams is it in total? Like 16?
Blessings upon a
18.
18. 18 times 400. That's 7.2k damage on a single
Your
target.
admiral is on board.
Ridiculous.
Darkseid buybacks doesn't have the gold. Clockwork is...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh.
Okay, he's got Ex Machina. He needs to get
course.
probably another neutral item, although it's only 20-second cooldown. Palace with this Desolator is doing a lot of damage to the towers. They might just siege this down.
Dire's structures are
Just
fortified.
avoid the
I
heroes.
don't think they can kill the gyro
Step
because
lively now.
when the Baron's next to him, he can't die.
Alacrity's gonna try. Jump in still. He's got the Rapier. Look at the crit. Palace as well. Oh my god. Alacrity, so much damage. Palace gonna turn. Satanic BKB. Still got the second life to play with as well. Mizu's up in 15 seconds. If they can continue to hold for the Darkseid, maybe the wall with the illusions could be enough. They'll jump in once again. Palace,
Drone
he should do all the
falling,
work.
drone
The throne, it's
falling.
falling. They need to protect the base. It's gonna drop. One more right click. The hex is there. It doesn't matter. 64 minutes. Execration come back. What a game. I don't even know. What a crazy game. Tier 5 neutral items. Rapiers picked up. One on In Your Dream, one on Alacrity, one on Palos. But all in all, the end was that 4th Roshan. Abaddon getting the Aghanims. You were putting so much emphasis on it. And it's due with how much health he was able to give back to the team. It was incredible. 35,000 healing done.
Yeah, the Abaddon Axe is. I really do think it's just way too broken, and there aren't really many ways to combat it. And yeah, I mean, Gyrocopter just survived everything like all the time. The only time he died is when Abaddon wasn't close to him. It was isolated by like an eclipse. But yeah, Galaxy Racer, like they're always taking their time. They gave Gyrocopter the opportunity to buy a rapier. This is the reason why the game turned around, right?
Yep.
They were just too chill.
That rapier
Like you
pickup.
gotta know when to end games. You can't just every time play the safe card. Can't do it.
What was a 22,000 net worth lead for Galaxy Racer? It's a mountain of a graph here to end this game. Execration come back in a very, very big game 1 performance from them. Again, the back of some solid late game execution. They're able to take a thriller here. 64 minutes in. And that's not even our last game of the night. We've got one more to outround day 4 of the Loot Bet Pro Series. That one will be coming up shortly.